Dad, Jackie, and me. My ear was glued to the radio, like every other ear in Brooklyn. It was opening day in 1947, and every kid in Brooklyn knew this was our year. The Dodgers were going to go all the way. We had Jackie Robinson, the first Negro player in Major League Baseball. As I listened to the game, the minutes melted into hours. The innings folded into one another. I could see it all in my mind's eye, pitch after pitch, swing after swing. I dreamed of the day I could see it all for myself. It's pretty funny how nowadays everything's so instant on the internet, and he's listening to it on the radio. Even the picture shows just sitting there listening to the audio. It's very interesting. Our neighborhood was only a short subway ride from Ebbets Field, home of the Dodgers and their new first baseman. I loved baseball. I loved the Brooklyn Dodgers. I hated the New York Giants, and they hated Jackie Robinson. It's funny, I always thought Jackie Robinson played second base, but here it says he was their new first baseman. And this picture seems to be pretty interesting, just showing the way the neighborhoods interacted. I wonder if that's how they work today. One day, my father came home early from work. He walked into my bedroom and announced, "We're going to Ebbets Field." He didn't say it out loud. My father was deaf, so he signed the words with his hands. I couldn't believe it. Dad had never seemed to care much about baseball. "I want to meet Jackie Robinson," Dad signed. I was finally going to see a real game. Today the Dodgers were playing the Giants, and we were going to cream them. I got my glove and ball, Dodgers cap, and scorecard. I stuck my lucky pencil behind my ear. As we went down the steps, I tossed the ball to Dad, but he'd never played baseball like me. He dropped it. They show the picture here, and I wonder if being deaf creates a problem for him, just coordination-wise, where he has more trouble catching a ball than the average person. I like the picture on the left, though, because it really shows the kid's excitement as to going to his first baseball game. I couldn't wait to get to the ballpark, but the whole ride I kept thinking, there's no way Dad can meet Jackie Robinson. Besides, Jackie doesn't know sign language. How would they talk to each other? The line to get into Ebbets Field snaked around Sullivan Place and up to Bedford Avenue. My dad let me hold my ticket. I clutched it for dear life. Finally, we were through the turnstile. My dad held my hand as we moved with the rest of the crowd through the gloomy underbelly of the stadium, up the dark ramp. Then we tumbled into bright sunlight. This is interesting. I remember going to my first football game with my dad and feeling the exact same thing, just the anticipation of going through that tunnel and seeing the grass and how green it was. Just the live feeling of it all was pretty special. These pictures do a pretty good job of showing that too. I shut my eyes against the glare. When I opened them again, my breath caught in my throat. I had never seen anything so perfect as the inside of Ebbets Field. There, laid out at my feet, was the emerald green field, each blade of grass reflecting the light from the afternoon sun. The angles of the field were sharply marked in 2 lines of white chalk. The dirt base paths formed a perfect diamond carpet dotted with fat canvas bags at each base, and a black rubber plate at home. I knew if I lived to be 100, I would never again see a sight so beautiful. Hey, peanuts. Hey, hot dogs. Get 'em while they're hot. Dad and I sat on the right field line, right behind first base, Jackie's position. The Dodgers Symphony was marching up and down the aisles playing The Worms Crawl In, The Worms Crawl Out. The music was ear-splitting. Dad couldn't hear it, but he laughed along with everyone else at the sight of the Raggedy Band's tattered clothes, cowbells, and whistles. I think that picture shows a good depiction of just the crowd and the way the band is dressed, and really captures the moment there. When the game started and Jackie ran out on the field, Dad yelled real loud, "Jackie! Jackie! Jackie!" Only it didn't come out that way. It sounded like Aggie! 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 Since my dad couldn't hear, he had no way of knowing what the words should sound like. Everyone looked at my dad. I looked at my shoes. That's pretty funny how he's completely embarrassed by his dad and the way he sounds. Pretty natural thing to feel for the kid. As Jackie stood at first base, the Giants began hooting and hollering. They called Jackie names. Horrible names. "What are they saying?" Dad asked. "Bad things," I said. "Tell me." Some of the words I had to fingerspell. I knew no sign for them. Dad listened with a sad little smile on his face. In the ninth inning, Jackie bunted and beat the throw to first. Then he stole second. On the next Dodgers hit, he moved to third. The score was tied at 4-all. The Giants pitcher took a long windup, and Jackie dashed for home. We all jumped to our feet, yelling, "Jackie! Jackie! Jackie!" "Aggie! Aggie! Aggie!" Dad screamed. This time, nobody seemed to notice. The heck with the Giants. They were nothing. We had Jackie Robinson. I bet there was a personal bias that the Dodgers fans had, considering all the racism Jackie Robinson actually had to face. Be interesting to see how the kids react to this, just based on the reality that was when Jackie Robinson played, the racism he had to endure.